Did you know? Did you know that there was just like the first ever commercial transaction between two AI agents?
Really?
Yeah, and they used cryptocurrency to do it.
Wow.
Yeah, they used a platform that was specifically designed for it.
Hmm.
It's called the virtuals protocol,
Okay.
or virtual for short.
Virtual. Okay.
Yeah, and here's the thing. A lot of other altcoins have been having a tough time, but virtual has like exploded in value.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it shot up like over 300% to an all-time high of $3.30.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder if this is like the beginning of AI taking over like financial tasks.
It really is a sign of the times. But the thing is, AI agents in the crypto world aren't just focused on finance.
Yeah.
They're being developed to integrate into all sorts of
Well,
industries.
it's not just about robots playing the stock market.
Right.
So what happened in this AI to AI transaction that has everyone so excited?
Well, an AI agent named Luna paid another AI agent called STX.261 virtual tokens for image generation services.
Okay.
Sounds pretty straightforward.
Yeah, like something we do every day online.
Exactly. But if you think about it, this simple transaction is actually a huge leap forward.
Right.
It means AI is moving beyond theory and actually like carrying out tasks that humans usually do.
Okay, so where else could these AI agents be shaking things up?
Oh, the possibilities are huge. We could see them like automating tasks in healthcare, streamlining marketing campaigns, or even optimizing logistics and supply chains.
Wow, okay, so I'm starting to see why virtual is doing so well.
Yeah,
It's tapping into this whole new world of AI-driven applications, right?
precisely. And it's happening at a time when AI-based tokens are exploding in value.
Oh, yeah.
Recently, they hit a market cap high of $70 billion.
Wow.
That means the total value of all those tokens combined was a staggering $70 billion.
Yeah.
Virtual is riding this wave, connecting blockchain technology to real-world applications in a way that many other cryptocurrencies aren't.
Okay, but if we have AI taking over all these tasks,
Yeah.
shouldn't we be concerned about the impact on traditional businesses?
Sure.
And what about other cryptocurrencies? Could they get left behind?
Those are definitely important questions to consider.
Yeah.
There's no doubt that this is a disruptive technology, and like with any major shift, there will be winners and losers.
Right.
We need to think about the long-term effects this could have on everything from job markets to how companies operate.
And let's not forget the political side of things.
Oh, right.
Even figures like former President Trump have expressed support for cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
How does that factor into the equation, especially when it comes to AI-driven tokens like virtual?
That adds another layer of complexity to the picture.
Right.
Pro-crypto policies could really accelerate the adoption of AI-driven tokens, but it also raises concerns about regulation and control.
Right.
We need to watch how this all plays out, this whole idea of AI agents kind of disrupting traditional systems.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, there's actually a really interesting parallel here with a company you're probably familiar with.
Okay. NVIDIA, the graphics card company. What do they have to do with AI agents in crypto?
Well, on the surface, not much.
Right.
But think about it. NVIDIA is like the leading provider of the hardware and software that powers most AI applications. And their market cap, which represents the total value of all their shares, sits at a mind-blowing $287 trillion.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
They're dominant in the AI space, just like virtual is aiming to be in the crypto world.
Exactly. NVIDIA's success shows just how huge AI is becoming, and virtual is trying to build that same kind of infrastructure, but for AI agents to interact and do business on the blockchain.
So instead of buying graphics cards, people would be buying virtual tokens to access these AI services.
You got it. Remember that image generation transaction we were talking about?
Yeah.
That's just a tiny glimpse of what could be possible.
Right.
Imagine AI agents negotiating complex contracts, managing global supply chains, or even creating and trading their own digital assets.
Wow.
All using virtual as the platform.
It's like a whole new economy run by AI.
Yeah.
Okay, but before we get too carried away, let's get back down to earth a bit.
Sure.
You mentioned that virtual has some key strengths.
Right.
What are those? And what makes it stand out from all the other AI-driven tokens out there?
Well, one of the biggest things virtual has going for it is its focus on real-world problems.
Okay.
A lot of crypto projects get caught up in hype and speculation.
Right.
But virtual is building a platform designed to solve practical challenges for both businesses and individuals.
So it's not just another token hoping to get pumped and dumped.
Not at all. Many other AI-driven crypto projects are still in their early stages, focusing on theoretical applications that might not ever materialize.
Right.
Virtual, on the other hand, is already facilitating real transactions and demonstrating the value its platform can bring.
Okay. That's definitely a point in their favor.
Yeah.
But every investment comes with risks.
Hmm.
What are some of the potential downsides to virtual that we should be aware of?
Well, one risk is that the technology might not live up to all the hype.
Okay.
Artificial intelligence is still a relatively young field,
Right.
and there are a lot of unknowns.
You mean like the whole AI winter scenario people talk about where
Yeah.
progress stalls and funding dries up?
Yeah, it's a possibility, though. I think the momentum behind AI is too strong for it to disappear completely.
Right.
But there's always a chance that it won't advance as quickly as some people expect, or that it won't be able to solve the problems it promises to solve.
Okay.
That's something to keep in mind.
That makes sense. So the tech itself could be a risk.
Hmm.
What else should we be thinking about?
Another risk is competition.
Okay.
The world of crypto moves fast, and there are already other projects trying to do what Virtual is doing, some with serious backing from big players in tech and finance.
So if the technology works, virtual might not necessarily be the winner in the long run?
That's a possibility, and it's something to keep in mind when considering any investment in this space.
Right.
But in Virtual's case, they do have a few things working in their favor. They've put together a strong team, they've built a growing community around the project, and they're already gaining traction in the market.
So it's a balancing act, right?
Yeah.
We have this potentially revolutionary technology, a platform that's making it possible, but also this uncertainty about how it's all going to play out. Sounds a lot like the early days of the internet, come to think of it.
You're absolutely right. It's like when people thought email was just a fad, look at us now. We're at a similar point with AI and blockchain, and Virtual is one of those companies pushing the boundaries and exploring the possibilities.
This is all incredibly fascinating, but let's be realistic.
Sure.
What advice would you give to someone listening to this who's intrigued by Virtual and wants to learn more?
The best place to start is Virtual's white paper.
Okay.
That's a document that outlines their vision, technology, and goals. They also have a very active community on social media where you can connect with other people who are interested in the project and learn from the developers themselves.
That's a great starting point. But remember, folks, this is a fast-moving and risky space. Do your own research, understand the potential downsides, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. This isn't financial advice. It's just us exploring an exciting new development together.
Absolutely. It's important to approach any investment with caution and do your own due diligence.
Okay, so to recap, AI agents are making moves. Virtual is the platform that's making it happen. And there's a whole lot of potential, but also a lot of uncertainty. It's a bit of a wild ride.
You said it. And this is just the beginning.
You know, it's amazing to think that all this is happening as we see more and more interest in cryptocurrency
Yeah.
from governments and big institutions around the world.
Yeah, you're right. It's a global phenomenon at this point. We've even seen countries like El Salvador
Right.
make Bitcoin their official currency.
Yeah.
And even major financial institutions are starting to offer crypto services to their clients.
And with people like former President Trump coming out in support of cryptocurrency.
Right.
It feels like we're at a turning point
Yeah.
where wider adoption is becoming more and more likely.
It's definitely a sign that things are changing, and this shift in attitude from skepticism to acceptance could have a huge impact on AI-driven tokens like Virtual.
Right.
They're really at the forefront of this convergence of technology and finance.
That makes me wonder about the role of government regulation in all of this. Do you think it's going to help or hurt the development of AI-driven crypto?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword.
Right.
On the one hand, regulation could bring some much-needed clarity and legitimacy to the industry that could attract more investors and make it easier for everyday people to get involved.
Right.
But on the other hand, too much regulation could stifle innovation and slow down the progress that's being made.
It's a tough balance to strike, finding that sweet spot between fostering innovation and protecting people.
Exactly, and it's something that everyone in the crypto space needs to be watching very closely.
Yeah.
The regulatory landscape is constantly evolving, and staying informed is crucial.
Okay, so if we take a step back and look at the big picture,
Yeah.
where do you see all of this going? What's the future of AI and crypto in the next 5, 10, or even 20 years?
Well, I'm no fortune teller, but I think we're going to see these two technologies continue to kind of merge and become even more intertwined.
Yeah.
AI will likely play an even bigger role in managing investments, offering financial services, and maybe even creating new types of digital assets that we haven't even imagined yet.
It's a little mind-blowing to think about, but what about the impact on us?
Yeah.
On society as a whole?
Yeah.
Are we headed towards a future where AI is calling all the shots and humans are just along for the ride?
I don't think it'll be that bleak. I believe AI has the potential to really, improve our lives in countless ways. From handling those, tedious everyday tasks to tackling complex problems that are beyond our current capabilities.
Yeah.
And this is a big beauty.
Yeah.
We have to develop and use AI responsibly.
Right.
Ethics and human well-being need to be at the forefront of everything we do.
So a future where AI and humans collaborate to create a better world.
That's the ideal scenario, and I think it's achievable if we approach it with the right mindset.
Okay.
We need to remember that the future isn't set in stone.
Right.
We have the power to shape it with the choices we make today.
Well said.
Yeah.
And on that note, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought. We've been talking about virtual and its potential to shake up the financial world, but what if this is just the beginning? What if AI agents, powered by cryptocurrencies, start to influence every part of our lives? From healthcare and education to how we travel and even how we entertain ourselves. The possibilities are truly endless, and it's up to us to navigate this new frontier thoughtfully and responsibly.
It's both exciting and a bit daunting, isn't it? But the future is unwritten, and the decisions we make today will determine what that future looks like. Let's choose wisely, embrace innovation with open minds, and work together to create a future where AI benefits all of humanity.
Well, that's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this journey as we explore the world of AI agents and the future of finance. Until next time.